welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with a C, back at you with another video. But if you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on welcome. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs. So if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So today, you guys, I'm actually going to be doing a requested video, which is a bag collection video. I've been kind of weary about doing this just because I know different people watch me. And you know, again, you don't want to come off and seem like, you know, you're bragging or even that you're wasteful. I think that's, for me, kind of been kind of one of the biggest things, is like appearing as though I'm being wasteful by spending money and resources in handbags. And in certain instances, I will admit that I have been, but I'm genuinely pleased with my collection right now. I've sold a lot of things. I am anticipating selling some more, and that's kind of where this video comes from. So it's not just going to be a collection. It's going to be a keeper. I'm going to call this like a keeper or like let it go type of video, like, because I have altogether like 10 bags in my collection. I've accumulated these since 2016, and so I had more, but again, like I said, I sold them. I don't regret selling any of them, and really I come from the standpoint of essentially, if I'm not using it, it's going to be sold because the money can be used for other things. In my case, I do have a home, I have debts, so you know, money that is received from handbags doesn't necessarily go back into handbags. It might go into paying off a bill or a debt, which I've definitely been able to do that in the past year or so with, you know, being able to turn over handbags and all that. So I'm really pleased overall, but I do have a few handbags I'm thinking about. Oh, that's what it was, chopping block. So I have a few bags that are essentially on the chopping block for me, but I'm not particularly certain yet. Like I mentioned before, all the bags I've already sold. I have no regrets. I don't miss them. Maybe I will get some. I don't even think I'll get any of those back, but if I did want them back, they're accessible. I could get them back, but I don't miss any of them. So that's why I'm still in a contemplative state with some of these bags, because like I like them, I enjoy them, but I don't know if I love them to the extent that I'm gonna keep them. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with like the most recent bag all the way back to like my very first bag that I got in my collection. That's how we'll do that. Hopefully this won't take forever and a day, because it's, like I said, it's only 10 bags, so it's not like a really big collection. So let's start with the first one, which again, most of these, like, the reason I haven't really done a collection video too is that you've probably seen like all of these bags on my channel. You just maybe thought that there were more. Y'all, there ain't no more. It's just what I done shown you. So but we're just putting it all together so you can see them all together. You will see them in the thumbnail of this video. So, but the first bag here is my most recent one. This is a vintage Chanel Square Mini in the color navy. Got this bag, what was it? I think it was last month. So this one's very recent. And I just kept thinking about the Square Mini. I kept seeing it. Originally when I saw it, I didn't think it was any value or use, but I don't know what it was. It's like sometimes it's almost like you're seeing something for the first time. I did see a comparison between the current Square Mini as well as the vintage Square Mini, and decided to go with the vintage one. Really love this bag. I've worn it out quite a few times. And for me, when I see a bag and I start to get vision with it, like that's a big thing for me. Not just that you can like or appreciate a bag, but you start to get vision where you can actually see yourself with it. Not that it's just a pretty bag or, oh, it would be nice to have that, but you have outfits, you have things in your mind that you can actually do with it. So that's the kind of person that I am. So I have vision for this particular bag, and you will see the fruition of the vision probably later on in the year and as I continue to wear this bag. But yeah, this is actually in the color navy. It looks black, but it is navy. I did get this authenticated privately. I bought this bag on eBay. It did not come with an authenticity card through Chanel, so I did get it privately authenticated. It is authentic. And this is just, again, what the back looks like. It's in really good condition. I think when I looked it up from the date code, it's from like 91 to 94. So this is what it looks like on the interior, you guys. And I've worn this out a good many times. I really love it. I think this was a really good choice, and it was for a very good price on eBay from the seller. And this is plated in real 24 karat gold. That's why I really wanted the vintage one, because I know they used to plate Chanel with gold, but they no longer do that. So really happy to have this bag in my collection. So this is the first one. As far as keep or chopping block, this is a keeper for right now. So just to let you know, all of them potentially could be on the chopping block at some point in time, based on what I'm going through my life, and if I might need the money a little bit more than I enjoy the bag. So that's where my mindset is. There are things to be enjoyed, but when the season is up, get rid of it. That's my motto. The second bag that I want to show you guys is my beloved Palm Springs mini backpack. I do have this bandeau on here that I actually got last year, and it is the Louis Vuitton Apres bandeau in the color rose. I just have it on the handle here. I did unbox this charm here. This is from Lindy's, and really been enjoying this one. And I also have her bag chain charm on here as well. So I just got this bag all decked out, as well as my Lauderay charm on here. But yeah, this is what the bag looks like. I do have it stuffed, but I have been using this bag, and this is the bag. So it has a little bit of padding. I have both of the straps on here. They're very thin, you guys, so I do wear both of them just to give a little bit more, coating, and so it can be a little bit more comfortable, because just one strap to me is a bit uncomfortable, especially when I stuff this bag. So bought this bag back in January, but I had it before May of last year. But again, like I mentioned that story before, bag was defective, ended up getting another bag, but I really was missing this bag, so I did add it back in my collection in January. Have not regretted it. This bag is definitely for me a keeper. Like, I just love it so much. It goes with pretty much my outfit, my style. I can't really see like selling it. It's just such a practical, useful bag. That's why I just added it back to my collection and have not regretted it since. I did mention when I did the comparison between this backpack and my Clapton that you do have to get used to some little, just little schisms with the bag, the zipper, which is what a lot of people mention, but mine actually isn't that bad. But also the way you put your items in the bag and the way you retrieve your items from the bag, that's kind of one of those things as well. But I still love the bag. I don't care. I just still love the bag. So this zipper pocket here isn't really useful for much of anything. So I don't really use it, but I still love the bag. I understand, like, it's got problems. We all got problems. I still love the bag though. So yeah, this one for me, Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack, is a keeper. Okay, so before the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack, and I did get that one, like I said, January of this year. Got the Square Mini May of this year. Before that, I believe I got my Chanel Jumbo. I've been wanting this bag for a few years, you guys. I had the opportunity to get it when I was in London in 2017. When it was cheaper, I did not do it just because I thought it was going to be too much to try to get this bag, so I didn't. Back then, if I would have gotten it, I would have gotten it in gold hardware. So I'm glad for that particular reason that I did wait, because then I kind of decided about 2 weeks before getting the bag that I was actually going to go with silver hardware, which was a really good decision. So this is the, again, Chanel Jumbo in the silver hardware caviar leather. This is what it looks like. You guys have seen this quite a bit on my channel as well. And I just actually got this bag back from repair. One of the stitches in the back had popped, and so I did turn it back in the beginning of last month, and I just got it back yesterday. They told me originally it was probably going to be about 2 months because I had to go back to France for repair, but I actually got it back in the mail yesterday. So I'm really happy about that, getting it back in time for my birthday, which is on Sunday. So I'm really happy about that. And it looks like they shined the hardware too. The hardware looks a lot shinier. Or it could just be me, loving the bag since I have it back now. So this is what the Chanel double flap looks like. So it's just a very gorgeous bag. Have this kind of pocket, secret pocket back here. You have the other flap, the double CCs and the burgundy. And then it's stuffed right now, but this is the interior. So this is a very practical bag, I feel like, for every day. People say it's heavy. It can get heavy if you go on like an expedition, an 8-hour expedition. If you're going hiking, no, the Chanel Jumbo is not the bag for you. But if you're just going shopping, you getting in the car, you sitting down on the bench, you taking breaks, oh, this is a perfect bag. I love it. I take it. I mean, it's just so classy. It's gorgeous, but yet, you know, with it being the silver, it's just not so overstated to me. It can be dressed down. So I just really, really love this bag. It totally fits me. So I'm glad to have had it back now for my birthday coming up. And so this one is definitely right now for me a keeper. So before that, I got the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack. Got this one. Oh, and I didn't mention, I got the Chanel Jumbo October of last year before the price increase. So I did want to get that bag before the price increase. So I ended up getting this one. This is the Louis Vuitton Clapton backpack. I got this one October of last year as a replacement for my defective Palm Springs Mini. So yeah, I was looking at this backpack for probably like a month or 3 weeks a month, looked at reviews, weren't a whole lot because I think this bag came out last year. So I did end up getting this particular backpack. I've worn it quite a bit since October getting it. And what else? Like, I really like the fact that it doesn't look like a backpack. It is a backpack. You know, you do have the 2 straps, which are on the inside of this bag. So it doesn't look like a backpack. I did like that about the bag. I like that it was Damier bean with, you know, the leather on top. I did like that it was like very different looking. And then, you know, just again, the fact that it doesn't have Louis Vuitton all over it, unlike my Palm Springs Mini backpack. So if I wanted to wear this, you know, dressier or to a nicer event, I could, because again, like I said, it doesn't look like a backpack. You could just wear a top handle. And you know, I did wear this bag to my part-time job some, because again, like I said, if you don't know Louis Vuitton, you wouldn't know this was Louis Vuitton because it's written very small print on this bag. I really like the fact that it just has some very sturdy, beautiful hardware on it. It has very beautiful details with the LV right here, as well as the Louis Vuitton on all the buttons here. Then when you open it, it's this tuck lock opening. It has Louis Vuitton up here. It has these magnets that are on the side. And that's how essentially you open and close the bag. I just do have it stuffed. I like the fact that you can open it and see all of your items at a glance. It has a back pocket that is very useful. Once you open the bag, I've put my phone in here and different items that I need to readily be accessible. So it's a really good opening. It fits all of your daily needs. This backpack, because it does have the leather on here, it is heavier when it's full than the Palm Springs Mini backpack. I feel like it's more comfortable when I do wear it crossbody or on the shoulder because the strap's a little bit thicker. I don't think it hangs as low if you wear it as a backpack, but I don't actually wear the Palm Springs Mini or this bag as a backpack, so that's not something I really concern myself with. But yeah, it's just like very practical. It's very no fuss. So I do love it for those reasons. This bag right here though, I would say this one is on the chopping block for me. I did turn in, like, I did send pictures of it to 2 different consignment shops to get quotes. Really, my hesitation in selling it is because both quotes were kind of low. I feel like I did do Fashion File and Yogi's Closet. Fashion File was a lot more reasonable with all the items I put on there than Yogi's Closet. I don't know what Yogi's Closet be about, but still, to me, the loss was, as far as what I would lose on this particular bag, I don't know if I'm willing to accept that loss. And even like when I look on eBay or different places where the bag is sold, like, I just feel like if I could get a little bit more money, I would be willing to part with it, even though I do like it. It is a practical bag. I just don't know if I'm in love with it. Like, I'm in love with my Palm Springs Mini, you know, I'm in love with my Jumbo, and I'm in love with some of my other bags as far as like, they're so awesome. They're so useful. I love carrying them. I love carrying this one as well, but not the same way. I love carrying this one because it's simple, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like a simple bag. So like, anytime I just need to go somewhere and it's no fuss, like I don't want to be concerned, I will carry this. And I can put different decorations or bag charms on here to dress it up. But like, I just like that it's a no fuss bag, but it can also be an elevated, classy bag. So I've worn it quite a bit since October, but like, the loss to me with this bag is like, I would say a good like $800–900. And if I had used this bag for a few years and then that was what the loss was going to be, I feel like I would be more comfortable. But because I've only had the bag since October, I don't know if I'm willing to accept that loss. Maybe so. I don't know yet though. So I'm still sitting on it. I'm thinking about it, but this bag is on the chopping block. I don't know if I will or will not part with it, but I'll keep you guys updated. A lot of you, when I didn't do that video with the comparison with the Palm Springs Mini, did like this backpack more than the Palm Springs Mini. But I just enjoy carrying the Palm Springs Mini. Like, it's just kind of my fun bag. This one is like my practical bag. So they both have a purpose, but I don't know if I need 2 Louis Vuitton backpacks in my collection. I don't know. I'm not like a collector like that. Like, all of my bags have to have a use. This one still has a use, so I'm willing to keep it for now and then maybe try again a little bit later on to see if the bag has a bit more popularity, if I can get a higher quote, or maybe sell it through some other means to get a bit more money for it. I don't know, but it is on the chopping block. You know, to sum it up, it is on the chopping block, you guys. I do still love it, but yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. So before that, I think I got this bag. Was this the last bag? I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was, because I really didn't get a whole lot in 2018. So I got this one in 2017, I think August of 2017. This is the Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26 in the Tahitian, Damier Azur in the Tahitian print. This was a special edition item. And if I just open it up, I did do a recent video carrying this as a clutch. That was initially the vision, because when this whole line came out, like, you had people buying these up and it was so popular. People were carrying them as toiletries, as clutches. Like, there were so many uses for this. You can put it in a bigger bag and as a catch-all. So this like really had a lot of popularity. The interior is a lighter pink. It is wipeable, which is really awesome as well. And this is again what it looks like up close. It's like a lighter pink against like the checkered kind of like blue grayish color. It has that kind of tint, nothing on the side, has just this little piece of Pichette leather, and has the same kind of pattern on the back as well as on the bottom. So I did get this one August of 2017. I bought it on eBay, unfortunately, because it was marked up from what it was on Louis Vuitton when they originally sold this item. So, but I really wanted it so bad, so I did pay the premium for it, and I have used it. I definitely use this when I go out of town, which I have gone out of town a lot more in the past few years than I was. So this bag has definitely gotten a lot of use. As a clutch, not really so much, but definitely as a toiletry, it's gotten a lot of use. And I did want something Damier Azur in my collection, because this is the only Damier Azur item I have. I would only probably buy something no bigger than this, maybe even like a little bit smaller as a small leather good. I would not buy a bag probably in Damier Azur, just because I'd be too afraid of color transfer. Whenever I do carry this in other bags, I do leave it in the dust bag, just so because I am concerned about color transfer with this particular item. So again, it's gotten good use, but this bag, you guys, is on the chopping block. Just because I don't know if I really need it. Like, I mean, and that's such a funny thing to say. It's luxury. You don't, of course, need it. But I'm just like, I don't really know. So this one is on the chopping block. I've just been in a mood lately, you guys. Like, if it doesn't have, like, practical use almost like daily, if I'm not in love with it, like, I just kind of almost, like, want to, be rid of it. I don't know. But so that's just kind of the mood I'm in, but I'm just kind of concerned about selling it, because the Toiletry 26s are very difficult to acquire. Then the other thing is like, this one is a special edition, so they're not making this one anymore. It's Damier Azur. I have used it. I do use it. Just not like as much as I thought I would. I mean, it's summer, maybe I'll use it a little bit more. I don't know, but yeah, it is a very beautiful piece. I do love pink. I'm not a pink person per se, but I do like pink. So this one, yeah, is on the chopping block. but you know, I put this one on Fashion File as well. They gave me a better quote than Yogi's Closet again. However, I feel like because of like what I paid for it, like I could get a bit more money maybe through other means. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know if I want to sell it yet or if I want to keep it and continue to use it because I have used it. So this again, this is Louis Vuitton Toiletry 26, Damier Azur, Tahitian print, and you are on the chopping block. So the bag before that, I went to London, England, you guys, back in 2017, June of 2017. So it's almost been 2 years since I went to London. So the bag before that I got 2 bags while I was in London. Well, 3 technically. One went to my mother, but the one that I got from Louis Vuitton was the Louis Vuitton Pochette Matisse in the Empriente leather. This one had just come out, like I think March of 2017, the Empriente version of the Pochette Matisse. I got this bag in June. I saw reviews and all that on this particular bag. At the time, I think I was between this color, the Cherise, because I wanted a pop of color, or I was thinking about the beige, but then I was concerned about color transfer, or the Marine Rouge. And I ended up seeing this one. The people I was with are like, oh my gosh, that bag is so gorgeous. You definitely need to get that. So I ended up getting this one. I just have my Louis Vuitton Steven Sprouse Leopard bandeau on the handle. Excuse me. And so this one, yeah, I got it in 2017. I've used it so much. Like, people ain't never lied about the Pochette Matisse. Now, I know the Pochette Matisse has been through a roller coaster of issues and problems, but it is such a practical everyday bag. I've been using it now the past few days. I really, every time I get into the bag, I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed you. How are you doing? So yeah, it's that type of like almost reconciling with an old friend. So it's just like, oh my gosh, I missed you so much. Like, it's just so awesome. It's like got this back pocket, which most like Louis Vuitton bags are, even luxury bags in general, don't really have outside pockets, but this one does. I stuff this outside pocket. Typically I'll have my phone or my keys, different things I need to go ahead and have ready access to on the back. The Chanel Jumbo has a back pocket as well, but this one to me is definitely more useful. I have no issues with stuffing this one as opposed to my Jumbo, but it has like this, essentially this clasp opening, and once I got used to it, it definitely was no sweat getting in and out. It does have like a textile lining. This is all my stuff that's on the interior. So it just is a very wonderful bag for keeping your items organized. Like anytime I put my stuff in here, I know exactly where it is. And then it just is so good crossbody. It does get heavy, like this bag is heavy. It's probably, since it's leather, probably heavier than the canvas versions of this bag, but I've never had the canvas version, so I've only had this one. So it can definitely get heavy if you stuff your items in here. If you kind of see, like this bag is definitely stuffed. But and all the items in here, even with this bag stuffed, these items came from my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs Mini. So all the items in here that you saw fit in my Palm Springs Mini. So definitely both bags pack a punch. So this particular bag, you guys, like definitely a keeper. Like I love this bag. It is so practical. Like, man, before my Jumbo, this might have been like the one bag. If all of them had to go, like this one would have been the one to stay. I definitely believe that. It's just so practical for everyday usage. Because it's the Empriente, it can also be used like dressier. And so, and it's even like, even though you can see the embossed LVs, it's not as apparent if you just see the bag from a glance. So, you know, if you're trying to be understated, I definitely would wear this bag to work as well. And you wouldn't necessarily know it was Louis Vuitton. So I just really love this bag, you guys. So this one, got this June of 2017, and it is definitely a keeper. So next bag that I got when I was in London, it was actually my very first Chanel, and it was this Chanel wallet on chain in caviar leather gold hardware. And I got this one just because I had seen, again, all the videos, all the reviews on the Chanel wallet on chain. A lot of people love it. A lot of people don't really like it that much. So I did decide to get this one in the gold hardware. Was so excited to get this. If you guys kind of can see, again, I got this June 2017. Doesn't really have much wear on it. Caviar leather wears very well. So I did get it from Selfridge's Boutique, the same boutique that I got the at the Chanel counter. I got this one at, and then I got the Palm Springs Mini. I got the Pochette Matisse at the Louis Vuitton counter. So I've used this quite a bit, probably more in the past year than when I first got it. You know, I do use it for special events. It does fit quite a bit, even though people say like it doesn't fit anything. I can fit quite a bit in here. I don't mind stuffing my bags. So I did use it quite a bit. Like definitely when I started my part-time job, this would be like my bag. I would wear it crossbody because it's so, you know, close to the body. You can just kind of conceal it, and it's not really, you know, that much of a statement bag. So definitely I wore this bag, you know, when I would go traveling. A great travel bag as well when you're trying to keep something like, you know, close to your body to prevent from pickpocketers. So definitely is a very practical, useful bag for dressier occasions and also dress down. And let me just kind of show you, well, this is like the back. It does have a back pocket, and also you open it up here. I just have that. It's got like a lot of little pockets, which I really love about this bag. It's got a lot of pockets. So you have like this front pocket here. You've got this zipper pocket. There's also a slip pocket behind here. You've got all the credit card slots, if you guys can see that. And my favorite part is this pocket here, which goes all the way to the bottom of the bag. Like in there, you know, I've carried like feminine items. I've carried like my passport, just different items, or even cash when I've gone on vacation, like just, you know, all kind of things in the secret pocket in the back. So I really, really love that about this particular bag. You can wear it as a wallet too. It's very versatile, but I've never really worn it as a wallet. I like the fact that the chain actually is very long because it gives you a lot of different options of wearing this bag. Like you can wear it on 2 straps, or you can wear it, you know, kind of keep on like if you do kind of this number, you can keep doing that. You can, you know, do it as like a clutch. So it's just like a lot of different options with this particular bag. I've done it like top handle like this before. So it's a lot of different ways you can wear this bag. And as much as I love this bag, you guys, this bag for me is on the chopping block. And I say it's on the chopping block because of the fact that I just got the square mini, which can fit a bit more than the wallet on chain. It kind of serves the same purpose. So now I don't really know what purpose I would use the wallet on chain for. And actually my best friend and my mother kind of advocated for me to keep this bag because they're like, oh my gosh, no, you love that bag. It's a souvenir from London. I don't know, you guys. I did get an offer from Fashionphile on this bag. I might wait for another price increase from Chanel to see if I can get a bit more money from this. I didn't like, I think at the time, let me see, like I got this in 2017, so it was before the most recent price increases. And then again, buying it from London, I did get, you know, it was cheaper, and then I did get the VAT or the value added tax back from this bag as well. So I feel like it was a good deal on this bag. And probably what I was offered from Fashionphile was probably almost what I paid for it, but I think I could get more, you know, at least what I paid for it. So I might wait a little bit with this bag and see if I can get a little bit more later on, or just really how much I do use it. But definitely highly recommend it if you get it as like a souvenir from an overseas trip where it is cheaper. I wouldn't pay the money that they're charging for it here in the States. Personally, I wouldn't do that. You might as well get like a square mini or a rectangular mini if that's your thing. But yeah, like that's just my personal opinion. But yeah, this bag is on the chopping block. That is the Chanel wallet on chain, caviar leather, gold hardware. So next bag, before that, before I went to London, I ended up getting a travel piece, which was the Louis Vuitton Keepall 50 Bandoliere. I got this bag from eBay. I paid a little bit more than what, I did look at it in the Louis Vuitton store in Charleston, South Carolina. I think I paid about like $600 for this particular one, which I probably could have gotten it for like $250, $300 from some Japanese resellers, but the condition wasn't that good. And, you know, just a quick tip, you guys, like if you find something that's cheaper, you know, through eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, whatever resource that you use, try to get the best one that you can find, because especially for something like this, which is a Keepall, it's a travel piece. Like, I've used this so many times. It's been to London, it's been to Houston, it's been to Dallas, Texas, it's been back home to Florida, where I'm from. It's been all kind of places. Like, everywhere I go, I essentially carry this bag as like, you know, a travel bag. So because it gets so much use, I was agreeable with paying a little bit more just to go ahead and get a nicer piece, because I knew it was going to be thrown around. I was going to be carrying it a lot. So I'm really happy with how this bag has held up. It's been thrown on the streets of London. It's just been thrown in my backseat of my car. It's been on, you know, carry on as far as a plane. It's been everywhere. So for me right now, this bag is a keeper. And again, this is the Louis Vuitton Keepall in the Monogram Bandoliere. So definitely an awesome purchase from eBay. So before that, and I got that bag, I think probably May of 2017, because I got it right before we went to London. So before that, I got June of 2016, I got my Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in the Damier Ebene canvas. And this is it right here. You guys, I have a love-hate relationship with this bag. I don't know where I'm at with it now. I might be kind of like losing love for this bag. I don't know. I did a whole video on it. I was thinking about selling it last year. I didn't end up selling it. I wore it for like a month, a straight month, and then I kind of fell back in love with it. Like, oh man, it's such a cool bag. You know, I could use it more. But since then, I really haven't used it. Like, it kind of serves right now as like a junk bag. Like, I have all this junk in here that I have nowhere else to put. I don't have any place else to put the junk, so I just put it right on in Neverfull. So it's stuff that really needs to go in the garbage, but it's just put in here. So that's the purpose of it right now, until I can clean the bag out. I don't like travel with this bag, like airport travel, just because I'm just afraid of it turning over and all my stuff spilling out. I do travel with it like when I'm in the car and I'm going home on a road trip. So I will take it like on a road trip. I will use it for work sometimes. But I just feel like the bag doesn't get any use. It's a classic bag, or it's a common bag anyway for Louis, you know, to Louis Vuitton. A lot of people know Speedy, they know Neverfull, but it's just, I feel like I don't get a lot of use out of it, even though it is a very useful and practical bag. So for me, this one is on the chopping block. Like, the reason I have not sold it is because I did do kind of like an, I did, you know, submit an offer through Fashion File, and it was a joke, really, what they would offer me for this bag. I could do eBay, but I just haven't gotten myself prepared to do all that yet, so I have not done it. But yeah, like, again, it's a very practical bag. The other reason I haven't sold it, or I'm thinking about not selling it, is because of the fact that I may end up moving in the near future. So this could be a very useful work bag, you know, for moving to, you know, a new job and a new place, just because, again, it probably, you know, is very common, you know, wherever I move to. Like, it probably would be a common bag. And it probably would be a really good work bag to starting a new position. So I don't know, I'll have to see. So I'm still thinking about it, but it is on the chopping block. And last bag, you guys, which is my very first Louis Vuitton bag, is the Louis Vuitton Noe. So I saw Hey June, and I think there was another YouTuber at the time who had talked about this bag. They had talked about getting this bag from eBay for like $150. It was such an awesome deal. So I did end up like watching a lot of videos on the Noe, seeing how classic it was, that it was created in like 1932 or 33 by, you know, again, some guy who was wanting, you know, made the bag for somebody who was wanting to fit 5 wine bottles, 4 right side up, the other one upside down, and just how it was just such an awesome classic bucket bag. So I ended up buying it back in 2016. This was, yeah, vintage. I got a really good deal on it. And essentially, like, the bag, the strap broke within like 4 months of me continuously using it. So I took it to Louis Vuitton, got all the leather replaced. So this is like the current condition of it. It's got a lot of water spots because I currently use this as a work bag when I'm traveling for work. and it just fits all of my stuff. It fits, if I wanted to, it would fit my laptop. It fits my clipboard that I need for work when I'm doing visits. It fits so much stuff. And what I love about this bag as opposed to the Neverfull is that I feel like with this bag, it fits all of my work stuff, but it still looks like it could be a handbag. So, you know, it will fit all of my work stuff, but I can fit my personal stuff, so I can use it for both as a handbag and a work bag. So unlike the Neverfull, where I feel like it's exclusively more so a work bag, I wouldn't necessarily use it as a handbag, even though I have before. And I mean, I guess that's due to the size of it and with it being an open tote, but I didn't want to get the MM because I wanted to use it for travel, but it's just, I'm not traveling every day or every week. So I just have qualms about the Neverfull, and I've talked about them in other videos, so I'm not going to talk about it here. But I just love the fact that this bag has such a thick strap. That's one of my qualms, is that the Neverfull strap length drop isn't that, you know, generous. This one, as opposed to the Neverfull, is very generous. I wear this one comfortably. It's got a very thick strap. So when I have all my stuff in here, it is very comfortable. I have a lot of my work stuff in here. Just kind of show you guys that you can tie it up with a drawstring to get like more privacy or security. It has got a very wide base, so it fits like a lot of stuff in here. I absolutely love this bag. This one being my first Louis Vuitton bag and introducing me to the brand, you know, being vintage, like definitely for me a keeper. Even if I got to get the leather replaced in some more years, like I definitely would do that. I would definitely keep this bag. It is so useful. It gets so much wear, especially like after I got over the fear of getting the Pochette dirty. I do have to clean it, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. But yeah, this one to me definitely is a complete and total keeper. So you guys, like that, those are all the bags in my collection of luxury items. So let me know what you guys think of the keepers as well as the chopping block bags. So what would you keep? What would you get rid of? I mean, don't tell me you're gonna get rid of all of it, because right now I'm not at a point where I'm ready to part with all of them, but I may be parting with some of them. And if I do, I will definitely keep you guys updated, let you know. But again, you guys, I thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this bag collection video and the style of it, with it being, you know, to keep, you know, being a keeper or a chopping block. So again, it wasn't in any way to brag. Hopefully it didn't come off as that at all. Or hopefully you don't feel like, oh, you know, you just got so much money to, you know, spend and waste, because I've gotten a good bit of money back from selling stuff. I've made a lot of mistakes as far as buying particular things that I saw other people on social media have, and they just did not work for me. So I went and sold them, got money back, used the money for other places, and all is well in life and in the world. So I may do that with a few of these bags. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But let me know what you guys think. You know, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with anyone else who likes bag collection videos. And you guys, before you leave, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, you do that by hitting the red button below, hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Really appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.